and clinician, Mr. Jason Duckett.
You're all here. So the program is out of order. Let's see if we can guess which one that was. Who votes that was Beauty and the Beast? Good. Overcome. Who votes that was Shalom? That was Shalom. You win. That was Shalom. That first selection was a series of Hebrew tunes from, they're all celebratory tunes, as you may have guessed, from the celebration of Purim that happens around February, March every year. It's a month-long celebration with lots of costumes and partying. So it's a month-long party, which is pretty great. This next one, I want to take a moment and thank again the middle school. Don Stone did a fantastic job. I know you guys weren't here for that, so thank you. And I definitely want to say how exciting it is to have all the members of the school board and the superintendent here. That is huge. And they said backstage, he's here every year. That doesn't happen anymore. So the support that the schools have from the administrative part of Escambia County is admirable. So congratulations to all of you for having great leadership here. This next one is a pretty traditional little march. A lot of Civil War tunes mixed together. It's called Brighton Camp. Back in the old days, we had notes. Now we have phones. I want to talk a little bit about when I do honor days. I love doing this next one because I think it has real significance. The melody itself is not all that difficult. Very simple scale-wise, and the words very simple too, right? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. We talked a little bit about this song and its significance, and it was written back in the very early 1900s, but as many of you know, gained prominence as sort of a torch song for the civil rights movement of the 60s. So I didn't forget. It was performed at the March on Washington in 1963. Joan Baez led the crowd of over 300,000 people. A couple years later, Lyndon Johnson used that phrase, "We shall overcome," in addressing Congress in March of 1965 in a speech delivered after the violent Bloody Sunday attacks on the civil rights demonstrators at Selma. Martin Luther King, in his last sermon, March 31st, 1968, used these words as well. I want to read part of the sermon. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. And I believe it because somehow the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We shall overcome because right is right. No lie can live forever. We shall overcome because right is right. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. We shall overcome. He was assassinated just a few days later. And We Shall Overcome was performed at his funeral. It was very moving. The message and the cause of the civil rights movement in the 60s certainly has gained traction, and there's been many significant changes in the last 50 plus years, but we're not there yet, as you know. So I've continued to urge all of you to fight the fight and overcome. This is Bill Locklear's Overcome.
Wow. Overcome. That was a beautiful selection. I would like to take this opportunity before the last selection to thank our clinician, Mr. Duckett, for thinking it not robbery to come share with us and our students. And I could tell by their performance that they definitely got something out of him taking the time to be here with us. And we have something for you, Mr. Duckett. We got you a baton, and it says, Jason Duckett, Escambia County School District High School All-County Band. And it's actually one of your school colors on the handle, so you could definitely use that. So again, thank you very much for sharing with us, and we greatly appreciate it.
I want to take a moment and thank all of you again for coming out tonight. It's been a easy a couple of days, quite honestly, with these students. They've done everything we've asked. The rehearsal room we were in last night and this morning has got tiers, so it's like, I look up, and so they just had only about an hour or so on the stage, and the transformation that they've had has been just fantastic, and they've been wonderful. That's a credit to the teachers, of course, that they have in the classroom every day, and it's a credit to you as parents for all the work that you do to help make sure that they're not just good musicians, but good people, and that's really more important. This last one is Beauty and the Beast, so sing along. If we start to screw up, sing louder.
Congratulations, concert band.